You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Tensions in rivers as Fubara whereabouts unknown. Military takeover government house. On Tuesday night, the whereabouts of Governor Sibilai Fubara remain unclear as military trucks were seen entering the Rivers State Government House in Port Harcourt. These trucks were stationed both inside and outside the government house, marking the first night of the state of emergency declared by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The emergency rule was declared in response to escalating attacks on oil installations in Rivers State and threats from military groups who had warned they would blow up pipelines if the River House of Assembly proceeded with the impeachment of Governor Fubara. Hours after the lawmakers served Fubara with a notice of alleged misconduct, the militants followed through on their threats, leading to a military response. In the wake of the violence, President Tinubu suspended Fubara and the lawmakers for 6 months, appointing an administrator to oversee the state. Following the declaration, around 10 military trucks were seen patrolling the roads leading to the government house, while armored vehicles were positioned at strategic locations along the route. The main road leading to the government house from the popular UTC junction was reported to be deserted. The residents quickly returning to their homes to avoid being caught in any political or potential ceasefire. A resident who spoke on the condition of anonymity confirmed seeing multiple military trucks and armored tanks stationed along the road. The road leading to Government House from the Isaac Borough Park at UTC is deserted. Residents are trying to get back to their homes as no one wants to be caught in a crossfire, the source told Daily Trust. At press time, it was unclear whether Governor Fubara had vacated the government house. However, sources within the government house suggested that the governor may have anticipated the state of emergency. Reports indicated that Fubara has held several meetings with members of the suspended State Executive Council throughout the day. A former commissioner who briefly spoke to Daily Trust on phone mentioned that he was in a meeting with the governor and promised to call back later, but did not do by press time. Well, it's important for people to begin to ask for the whereabouts of the governor as a result of the declaration of the state of emergency. And it's also expedient for the governor to speak to his people because they want to know his whereabouts. Just in a peaceful environment, you just begin to suddenly see armored tank, APC tank, begin to move, automated armored carrier. Everybody will be scared, and then it's not moving towards any other place but the state house where the governor is. Of course, the point that will come to the mind of people, especially those who have been in the old times who saw military takeovers, will have said, oh, the governor is already in soup, maybe he has been captured or the likes. Well, we are not categorically saying that the governor is captured, but the people want to know his whereabouts because oftentimes, because of the the idea or the memory of military takeover that some people have had, we've seen a situation whereby when the military want to take over, they kill whoever is at the ends of affairs. So maybe, but some don't understand it as regards the state of emergency, that is a peaceful takeover. And of course, a Fubara should be aware of the situation, even if he has not been told ahead. At least he can listen to the news and understand the situation. So I want to believe that he has decided to go somewhere and cool off. Then later he will surface to address his people. But he shouldn't stay too long so that he can address his people, so that people can know that he is safe, that there is no problem. Then people will not also have a misunderstanding of the fact that the military has detained him. He should do that. He should come out. And also he needs to tell his people too to maintain law and order, to be calm, because immediately it is a military takeover, it's going to be a rulership by fiat, by decree, and people should not endanger their lives. Yes, what are you going to do against an APC, an armor carrier that is loaded? There is nothing you can do against it. It's different from the normal protest that is allowed during democracy. This time around, everyone should be very, very careful. because the purpose of the state of emergency is for the smooth running of administration and peace in that state, and also to avert unnecessary escalation of situation in that's political tension and all other tension in that state that may eventually escalate and affect Nigeria as a whole. And also, of course, we can't rule out the fact that the threat that was made by the militants was made true, and that to an extent is going unnecessarily too far into the heart of the economy of this country. We have been able to enjoy stability so far. If these people begins this their terrorism again against the pipeline, is going to affect us. Already economy is ash, and then they want to still now stop our source of foreign exchange, where we get some money to run the economy. I think they should rethink, and I'm not blaming the president for taking a proactive action. Some may not agree with me that he took it because of political reasons or personal reasons, and then that because he wanted to take over the state, he wants the soul of the state and the economy. But on a larger view, I think if they play the economy that we are running in Nigeria presently is so harsh, and then the only source of income that happens to be oil that is bringing the money, and some people want to block it, then they want to increase the hardship that is on us, thereby escalating the situation further. And if more hungry people are in the society, it will be a more difficult thing, even not only for Rivers governor now, for the president himself to rule Nigeria, because hungry men are angry men, angry men are hungry men. That's the situation. So nobody will blame the president for taking the decision if it is solely on the breaking of pipeline. Yes, Nigeria has been suffering all this while. Many people have been stealing our crude. A lot of things have been happening, and then we have a government that is trying to bring stability. Even though we are skeptical about whatever Tinubu administration is doing, even though we did not trust them, but at least we are not blind. We can see whether he is lying about it. At least we should not add salt into injury. We should not increase our burden. So for him to decide to just declare that situation because of the breaking of pipeline, I think is enough. I don't care about the political situation, because whether we like it or not, Onyeko said in 6 months they will be surprised that they will still remain at that point. But then other people all over the country should not go and hunger because of some two people that doesn't want to put on their thinking cap. They don't want to listen to voice of reason. No, it's not supposed to be. So Mr. Fubara should please make sure he comes out to speak to his people and not to increase the tension further. Not only that, he has loved ones. They want to know what is happening to him. You should call them and talk to them and let them know that he's safe and he's in safe hand. And thereby the whole tension can come down. And then the new administrator can then focus on how to build the state in the next 6 months. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Make sure you like and please share. Thank you.